Hello again, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. You guys requested that I get the Ethos Pro Ceramic Wax that we just showcased last week. On the test panel, it scored high when it comes to gloss, ease of use. It really does make what you're protecting look wet and it gives it depth. So let's get it on the test panel, test it for chemical resistance, a little bit of durability, and so on. Hate wasting your time, so let's get this started. Ethos Pro Ceramic Wax. I did a showcase on it about a week or two ago. It did very well with both gloss, ease of use, easy to wipe on, easy to wipe off. We're going to put it on the test panel and test chemical resistance, but we need something to compare it to that we're familiar with, and I did Adams quite a long time ago. So we have two areas masked off, and I have one of the areas going into some stress clear coat. It's sanded with 5000 grit. So we're going to shake it up good, shake up those rich ingredients, and we're going to put a nice, thin, even coat, 2 layers in each section. We're going to give them, actually I'm going to give them more than a day. I have a lot to do this weekend. I have a deadline to fulfill, so we'll get back to it in a couple days and beat it up and test the chemical resistance. Applies easily, wipes off just as easy. If you want to take a closer look at those attributes and look at the gloss meter readings and what it looked like after I applied it to a vehicle that's going to go out and test it in real life situations, I will put a link at the end of the video where you can check that out. So let me remove the masking tape and you can see what it does for troubled clear coat. If you have a car that has high mileage and the clear coat's wearing thin and you just can't polish it any further, this is what it can do if you apply it to your vehicle. It has filling capabilities. It makes the paint look darker, richer, gives it depth and nice clarity and a nice bump in gloss. Same thing with Adams Ceramic Wax. A similar product. We're going to shake that up and put 2 layers in its section, and I'll try to put a link at the end for its designated showcase. I'll quickly remove the masking tape, bring you guys in closer, and you can see how it makes its little section, little test section, glossier. Does it make it darker and richer and more reflective? And which one does a better job at that? Adams or Ethos? Whatever you're seeing throughout the testing, you want to comment on it, feel free. You know, I really appreciate the feedback, and it helps with testing. If I find or see anything that we could add to the testing, I absolutely will. Some of your ideas are already incorporated in this round of testing. We have the mix, and if you haven't seen the mix already, well, we're going to add to it. And by the way, I really do appreciate the concern for my health. When I do mix these the first time, it's outside, way away from buildings, and I am geared up, so don't worry about that. What I'm adding will represent actually antifreeze and washer fluid, a high concentration of alcohol. So we're going to add that to it, and that covers everything. Everything that would be acidic, like bird droppings or bug splatter or rainfall or tree fallout, up to alkaline, like car washes, and anything in between that falls on the roadway, mixes up into puddles and splashes up when it rains. All right, we have the test panel here. We're outside. It's actually been over 48 hours, and it's had plenty of time to cure. This is our mix. We will be cleaning the area off in between each test using my Super Suds and a dollar store. It's watered down degreaser, so it's not going to really be too crazy and add to the torture. It's just going to help clean the slate between each round. And let me show you the beading from each of the products before we get started. In our potion, in the spray bottle, is a mixture of what would come in contact in the car during everyday use on the roadways. Whatever would leak out of cars, and believe me, a lot of cars are leaking a lot of stuff. Anything from motor oil to diesel fuel, gasoline, antifreeze, power steering fluid, brake fluid, to whatever falls in the car that's fallout, tree fallout, or bird droppings. A bug splatter and rainfall. So we have everything mixed in there that would represent what comes in contact to a car, which is a little bit better of a test than just spraying a degreaser or wheel cleaner over and over again. So this dollar store APC here would represent a highly alkaline product from a car wash or whatever mists up while you're cleaning different parts of the car. And we'll use that plus the super suds to clean the slate, get rid of any residue. Then when we rinse that off, we can see where we stand with our coatings. So far, the Ethos Pro Ceramic Wax is, you can easily see the section that we applied it. And we can already see atoms is breaking down. And I mean, it's not surprising. The Turtle Wax Seal and Shine only lasted 5 rounds with this concoction, where normally, just an APC, it would last over 8 rounds. Okay, let's start the second round. We'll spray it on. I leave it on there from anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, and I do edit that out so we can keep the video under an hour at least. For those of you that want to see it dwell there for the full 3 minutes before we rinse it, must like to watch grass grow. I don't, so I edit that out. And then we'll, again, clean off the residue with our APC and the shampoo and get on to round 3. We're just going to keep going. The Ethos is already by itself. Its competition is gone, but we're going to keep going until Ethos is broken down, or we see any signs of it breaking down. Okay, it isn't until the 4th round where we see it start to sheet more than bead. So it's starting to break down. The chemical resistance part of it anyways, just because we don't see that doesn't mean there's any protection left behind with some of these products. And it's something we really have to look out for. And that's why I put it on an area that represents troubled clear coat, like that 5,000 grit sand mark area on the one end of the test section. We're going to take a look at that at the end. And you're going to see that there is still, so it didn't, we didn't correct it. All we did was lay product down on top of it. And you're going to see when we get to the end that there is still something there. It has really broken down now. I'm going to hit it with one more round just to make sure. So there's no more resistance or no more tension left on that surface anymore. But when I dry it, you can still see the outline, and inside the outline, it still looks darker and richer. We did no correction there. That's still product that is there. It just cannot be chemical resistant anymore. So this stuff is tenacious, and I really enjoy it. That will bring us to the final thoughts segment of the video. And before we get started with that, I almost feel like every video where I do a review or a showcase, I should do a sort of public service announcement. This channel isn't to sell you products. It's to share with you experiences that I have with the products that I order and take the hit that you don't. And if it's a good experience, I share it. If it's a bad experience, I share it. I don't care who it's from. I don't want you to go and purchase products, hoard them, collect them, spend tons of money. If you already have, say, a ceramic wax, use it. If you like it, stick with it. If you want to try something new, or you're interested in a product and the way it looked and like the experience that I shared with you, yeah, the next time you're ready to get one, then you can go ahead and look into it a little further, do more homework. Don't take information from just one source. Take information for a bunch of sources. Put them all together, make the best decision for yourself. So this channel isn't to sell you products. It's just for me to share my experience with the products that I order and take the hit that you don't. And then you can do with that what you want. Let's get back to the Ethos Pro Ceramic Wax. This stuff I really like. Everything I've used it on, it's been easy to apply, easy to remove. I get high gloss. It gives it a depth, a wet look that I really like. And when it comes to chemical resistance and durability, you just saw in this video what it can do. So yeah, when it comes to a ceramic wax, this stuff is the real deal. If you have any questions on it, don't hesitate. If there's anything I forgot to share with you with my experience with it, I'll let you know. Till then, catch you guys in the next video. And if you are enjoying the content and find it useful, be sure to like, subscribe, share it, hit that notification button. That'll let you know when we have new videos available.